Hi everybody, it's Miss Jo coming at you from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. And today we're going to talk a little bit about self-regulation strategies. This is part one, as you can see, as there are many endless numbers of self-regulation strategies. So I'm going to give you a few at a time. All right, so over here I've listed some of our strategies that we can use when we need to self-regulate. The first thing we need to figure out, well, what does it mean to self-regulate? Well, whenever we have moved out of self-regulation, so that would be become upset. It could mean you could be, and upset could mean like angry upset. It could mean sad upset or crying upset. But whenever we are no longer fully in control of how we're acting, how we're feeling, what we're saying, what we're doing, then we're probably not self-regulated. And self-regulated is when we are in control and we're able to control those things. So what are some things that can help us move into self-regulation? It is our strategies. So the first one is belly breathing. Now this one is important because I notice that a lot of people naturally, we often breathe just very shallow, like into our chest. And it's not as calming and relaxing as intentional belly breathing. So when you belly breathe, it's also known as diaphragmatic breathing. So it all depends on what muscles you use in order to pull that air into your lungs. So we want to be using our diaphragm, which is down, like way down here in our belly. Okay, so when we belly breathe, your belly should come out. Your shoulders shouldn't go up a whole lot. That's not belly breathing if you're doing that. It's into your chest. So you should feel your belly come out. Then you should pause for a moment. Maybe count, like you want to breathe slowly. So we breathe in maybe to the count of 4. Hold it for about another count of 4. And breathe all the way out for a count of 4. So we'll do a little example here. So So I would do that for a minimum of 5 rounds, somewhere between 5 and 10 rounds. And that helps to slow down your heart rate. And it is like a biological way to calm your body. So that is our belly breathing strategy. Next is take a break. Now that can mean different things for different people. For some people, taking a break could be going to a corner to read a book. For others, it may be laying down on a mat and closing your eyes and almost like taking a quick nap. It could actually mean going for a walk, going to do something like that. Just something that takes you out of that situation that you're in, that whatever is frustrating you or making you fall out of self-regulation and feel out of control, just taking a break from that. A good example while we're doing at-home learning could be, or if you're doing homework or something, that could be just taking a 5-minute break from the work, clearing your mind and then coming back to it. Drink some water. Water is necessary. When we take a drink of water, that can help us to self-regulate. Sometimes, we may be thirsty when we need to get back into self-regulation. We might be breathing fairly heavy, and that can make us no longer as hydrated as we need to be. Rehydrating is good, but also just that act, it makes you slow down your breathing as well when you take a drink. Use some fidgets. I have a few examples here of different fidgets. Some people, these are very popular right now. So take a couple of minutes and just use a fidget. Do something that you're focusing away from whatever the thing is that's bothering you or that's making you move out of self-regulation, and just playing with something, playing with a fidget. There's one type. It could be something like this. Whatever, you might need to test out different things because everybody's different. Older kids might not feel like, oh, I'm gonna carry around a poppet or something that looks like this. These little fidget rings can be really nice. You can just kind of put one on your finger, and when you're feeling like you're not self-regulated, you can just roll it up and down your finger. It kind of massages your finger. It feels nice. It's a little tight on your finger, and it just provides you with a small amount of movement that might not be as noticeable as some of the other methods. These little, I don't know what they're called, but it's kind of like a marble inside of a little netted tube. So it's something that allows you to move your hands around. This one's nice because it's quiet. So if you're around other people and they don't hear anything, then you just, you're doing that. It could also be something like playing with a little piece of Play-Doh or a piece of putty or something like that. Can be used as a fidget. So lots of different things, and play around, figure out what works for you, because what works for you might not work for everybody else. What works for everybody else might not work best for you. Chew on something crunchy. I like these little rice crackers. Makes a loud crunchy sound in your head, and that can be self-regulate. So those are 5 different strategies that I've provided for you today. Try them out, see if they work for you. Try them out when you're not feeling stressed out, when you are self-regulated, and then you have practice using them. Make a little menu for yourself so that you know what to go to at a time when you're feeling dysregulated and when you need to get yourself back to a state of regulation. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me, and I will be back tomorrow with part 2 of self-regulation strategies. Bye-bye.